Product Settings tab in WooCommerce helps you set a myriad of settings: how you measure and weigh products, how products are displayed, how you track inventory, and even how downloadable products work. Let's get started then with the product settings in this video. Hovering over WooCommerce, select Settings, then the Products tab. You'll see 4 submenus here, and we begin on the first one called General. We've broken this video up into chapters though, so feel free to use those to navigate this video. We start with the Measurements section. Here you can set the unit of measurement you prefer for the weight and dimensions of your products. Choose from kilograms, grams, pounds, and more in the weight unit dropdown. Then from choices like centimeters, meters, or yards under the dimensions unit dropdown. The next part here is the Reviews section. You can start by enabling ratings on reviews, meaning a star rating can be left with a review. If you enable ratings on reviews, you'll have 3 more checkboxes appear. With those, you can then require ratings for a review to be left, show verified owner labels for reviews, and finally, you can only allow reviews from verified owners of that product. This means only someone who has bought that specific product can leave a review for it. Let's save our changes before moving on.
Next up, let's head into the Display submenu. The settings here are all about how your products are shown in your online store. At the top is a very important, if not vital setting, your shop page. You need to choose a page for your products to appear on. If you don't, how will anyone buy anything? If you've already gone through our onboarding wizard when you installed WooCommerce, then it most likely created and set this for you already. With that taken care of, you can next set how your shop page displays products and/or categories under Shop Page Display. You can show products, show categories, or show categories and products. The options are similar but slightly different under Default Category Display. When a customer is viewing a category page, you can show products, show subcategories, or show subcategories and products. Set those 2 to your preferences and let's keep going. Next, set how products are sorted under Default Product Sorting. Your choices being Default Sorting, which uses both any custom ordering first and then name of the product, then Popularity by Sales, Average Rating, Sort by Most Recent, and sort either by price ascending or descending. To wrap up this section, there are a couple of checkboxes for the Add to Cart behavior. First, you can redirect users to the cart page after they add a product to their cart. This is a great option, say for a store that doesn't have a large product catalog. If your customers aren't meant to add a lot of products when they are shopping, you can enable this and quickly send them to the cart page to encourage them to check out. If your store is on the opposite end and wants to encourage users to add a lot of products to their cart, then considering enabling Ajax on the Add to Cart buttons. This will add a product to your customer's cart without taking them away from your shop page, meaning they can shop quickly without interruption. Moving into our final part, the Product Images section is very important, so pay attention. You'll want the settings here to match the image sizes your theme wants to use. If you currently have images that appear blurry or out of whack in some way, we have a doc and video ready to help you fix those. So, what do you do with your product images and these 3 image sizes? Let us explain. First, there's a new image gallery that we should talk about. If your theme has added support for this, then when your customers are viewing a product, they can first navigate through the images with the arrow keys on their keyboard. They'll also see a new image zoom effect if they hover over the product image. This is a great way to zoom around and see the fine details of your product. Selecting the magnifying glass will then open the image up in a light box. The images uploaded as the product image and to the product gallery can be rotated through, and you can also make this full screen. Not to mention, this image gallery works fantastic on mobile too. With this new image gallery, you'll want to upload the highest resolution image you can get. For example, when viewed full screen on a 15-inch display, the light box shows it at 901 pixels by 901 pixels. The original image you upload is what's used, so we'd recommend you take a look through your analytics. You can often find the most common screen resolutions in your stats. That information will help you know what the original resolution needs to be before you upload any product images. Now back to our product images settings. At the top of the catalog images is the size used on your shop page or any product archive page. Essentially, any page showing a grid of products will use this image size. The single product image is what you see when viewing a single product. The image you set as the product image when creating or editing a product is used here and as the catalog image. Finally, the product thumbnails are the size of the thumbnails that show up beneath your single product image. The images you upload to the product gallery are what show up here. Remember, select Save Changes before moving on.
Now let's head into the Inventory submenu. If you don't track inventory, these settings will be no use to you, and you can leave this disabled. Use the link to skip right ahead to downloadable products if you'd like. If you do track your inventory, then stay here. First, be sure to enable stock management. This will then allow you to manage stock per product and set quantity levels when creating or editing your products. Next, set how long WooCommerce should hold stock for unpaid orders. This is set in minutes. Our example is 7 days or 10,080 minutes. Once the time limit has been reached, any unpaid orders will automatically be canceled. You can also leave this blank to disable it. Next, you can enable low stock notifications and out of stock notifications to be sent via email to the notification recipient field below. We assume most stores want to know when products are low or out of stock. This notification makes it easy for you to stay on top of your stock levels. Related to those settings, set your low stock and out of stock thresholds. The thresholds are what triggers the notifications we just covered. Coming into the home stretch, choose to hide or show out of stock products in your store and a stock display format. The stock display format has 3 choices: always show the number of items in stock, only show stock when it's low, or never show stock amount. Select Save Changes before we move on.
Finally, you have the Downloadable Products submenu. These settings are made up of the file download method and access restriction settings. We have specific resources for these settings if you need more information. And if you have downloadable products, you'll want to be sure you understand your options for your store. Under the file download method, there are 3 choices. Forced download serves files via PHP and protects against direct linking. However, if you have large files or an underpowered server, you may experience timeouts using this method. XXL redirect/xsend file is the most reliable choice. It offers great download performance and protects the download from your customers sharing it with others. Redirect only. This uses a separate download link that redirects to the actual file. It's the least secure in terms of users sharing the download link. Finally, with access restriction, you can require users to be logged in to download their purchases. Just note that this doesn't apply if you allow guest checkout. With guest checkout, a customer will receive a download link in their order email to access their purchased file. Lastly, you can grant access to downloadable products after payment. This means as an order is processing, they will have access to their purchased download. Select Save Changes and you're done. That's all for the product settings. There was a lot we covered here, so kudos for making it to the end. And as always, thanks for watching.